showtime.
Hey, Myth, how you doing, buddy? Great to see you.
Please subscribe to Sharonatsea Travel. Thank you. Bye. Peace.
Good evening, everyone.
Sharon, was that your phone? Did I just hear your ringtone right as the show was starting there? I don't know if anybody heard that out there.
It was. Well, I was actually turning the ringtone down. And
I see.
So that it did not ring during the show.
I understand. I don't know. I just heard that. I was doing something over here, and all of a sudden I heard your ringtone. I'm like, whoa!
Yeah.
It shocked me. It surprised me. I jumped out of my seat. What's going on, everybody? Monday night. Here we are. It's another Monday night here. Thanks for spending your Monday night with us. If you're new to the channel, my name is Jamie. On my left, on your right, the one and only Sharon from Sharonatsea Travel. That's right, the mastermind, the beauty, the brawn. She's everything and more that you come to see on the channel. And as people say, I'm just the eye candy, I guess is what you might call me. So hopefully you brought your A game tonight. You're going to jump in the chat, make some comments, make some friends, interact with some folks. We'll get to your questions and things like that later. And we'll try to, as a friend of mine says, we'll try to cover all the bases tonight. How does that sound? I don't know what bases we're going to cover. Last week we had a very, very exciting show. Lots of news, lots of excitement, lots of anticipation. We dragged it out all night until we got to the info. This week we're just here hanging out with you. It's back to the old days. We're keeping it simple tonight. Cruising for food. Wanda said, I'm always here for the eye candy. Thank you so much, Wanda. We appreciate that. Sharon, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing great.
What's new and exciting in the world of Sharon?
Nothing. I'm back just working and busy, and got some projects around the house I'm trying to do, and there's always something to do. There's always something going on here.
Will you be making and distributing jam anytime soon? People have been clamoring for more of the Sharonatsea Travel jam.
They have?
They have. I get contacted. I'm getting emails from abroad looking for more jam. What can you tell us? Any news on jam?
Well, I just made some not too long ago. Well, actually a week or...
Well, that was for our own home stash. But what about for the people out there?
The next time I will be making it is before our Alaska group cruise, because I shouldn't commit to this because...
Oh my God, do not commit to that, but go ahead and say it if you have to say it.
But my plan is to make a small little jar of it for everyone on the group cruise.
Oh my gosh, are you kidding me?
That's my plan. Now, don't hold me to it in case it doesn't happen, but that's my plan.
What are the legalities in crossing state lines with your Sharonatsea jam?
Well,
is it okay, or will we just keep it hidden, or what?
Well, it'll be flying there in the luggage, so I think it'll be okay.
All right, lots of comments out there. Bruce Cruz says, jam is my jam. Robbie O'Malley says, jam, with a couple of exclamation points. Speaking of jam, Robbie, how the heck are you, buddy? Roger Johnson said, I just ran out of jam. I need more. Daniel Field says, jam, not ham. Kelly Ronaldo simply says, yum, yum to the jam. Your jam, it's world famous. It's worldwide. Your jam is worldwide jam. You've done a great job with that. All right, so Sharon, what do we have going on? We were talking earlier that February's done. Today's the 27th of February. Tomorrow's the 28th. By the way, it's the last day. If you forgot, there's no 30th, there's no 31st, and we're going to be into March. We're already in March. It's been 1 year since we had the amazing Vista Celebration group cruise out of Galveston. You remember that?
Yeah.
That was a good time. How much did you like staying at the Tremont House in Galveston that time?
I love the Tremont. It's the Tremont and the Harbor House are my two favorite hotels in Galveston.
Mm-hmm.
Probably the Harbor House a little more so, just because of the location. It's right there, and you can see the cruise ships come in. And if you happen to have the perfect view, like we had both times when we were there in the last couple of years, where you can look out your window and see the cruise ship, then that's even better.
Yeah.
But I love the Tremont.
Nautical Nurse Nancy said, no, that year has whipped by. Yeah. It really did. Nancy, you remember the fun that we had at the Tremont House? I mean, someone snuck an illegal bottle of bourbon into the bar at the rooftop bar. I don't know who did that. I was very upset to see that one of our people would do such a thing. But we did okay with that. Then we had a party in somebody's room. We almost... What? Easy. Ixnay. on the email. And then we had a wild time where we all had to run out of somebody's room because we heard the cops were called. So that's the kind of partying you're going to get if you're hanging out with Sharon and Travel.
Maybe we better not go back to the Tremont.
Maybe the Tremont's not going to be excited to see us again.
We'll stick with the harbor.
We should use an alias. We'll tell them that we are, if we book it, we'll just say that I'm Tony, you're Jenny, and we're Lalito Loca. And because they're nice and sweet, they're well behaved, those guys, so they won't cause any trouble.
Oh my god!
So that'll be fantastic. But I remember a couple things that we did on that cruise. We did the guys burger eating challenge.
Oh yeah, that was
We had
fun.
bagocking under the stars. That's the kind of fun that happens, and that's why we're super stoked about this Alaska group cruise coming up in June. It's going to be, I don't know what term. What would you say to describe how much fun that's going to be? Just say it. Just say it. The people want to hear you say it.
You don't have that shirt on.
No.
Yeah, off the chisel.
It's going to be off the chisel. Thank you so much.
But,
Thank you so much for saying that.
So we're kind of starting the planning for that group cruise. I don't know. We'll have a few events, but we always have one sort of main event when we team up with John, and this one's going to be the Lido Olympics. So
Boy.
That's, in fact, we're going to probably start posting some things about that before long, because we're trying to figure out how to do it, and we're probably going to have like teams and maybe even like a team captain, and there'll be so many people on your team, and then you'll sign up. People have to sign up if they want to do it, and then also they'll have maybe options of what type of thing they want to do in their Lido Olympic. Like, you know, you'll have the option if you want yours to include drinking, if you want it to include eating, if you want it to be something more athletic, or I don't know, maybe a couple other things. We'll have some fun things planned. So.
And we're going to try to do it without disrupting all the other folks that are there for a nice, relaxing Alaska cruise. You know how the Alaska folks are.
I think we're going to have to do it. I was thinking about this the other day. Actually, we can't do, there's only one true sea day, and that's the first day. And then but the last day is sort of like a sea day because you don't get into Canada until like 7 at night. I think we're going to have to do it on that last day because all the other days are port days, except for the one day that we see the glaciers. But some people are going to be getting off the ship on an excursion that day. And plus that day, you don't want to disrupt the ship because people want it calm and quiet around usually.
Well,
the first sea day is known for people getting seasick, even if you don't normally get seasick when you're leaving from Seattle. So I know I did last time, and I don't usually get seasick, but I got seasick that day.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Nancy, you're right. The chat's whipping by. A special hello to nautical nurse Nancy. And I don't know if Leanne, I didn't see her yet, but if Leanne's out there, our amazing team that keeps us out of trouble and keeps things going. Yes, Sharon, it'll be great. There will be.
I'm going back to the beginning while you talk here because I saw a couple of questions and I know they went by.
There will be like people will be on the Alaska cruise, and let's say there's like a lovely older couple and they're sitting there like at the edge of the they'll be like looking over the side, maybe looking at the land, and a guy and a gal, and a guy will be there with his binoculars and he'll be like, oh lovey, look, I've spotted a spotted yellow belly duckling over there in the distance. Take a look at that, dear. Take a look at the amazing sight over there. And then all of a sudden like 50 people run by going and beers will be flying everywhere. It'll just be out of control. So to those folks on the Spirit in June, I'd like to take a moment to preemptively apologize for everything that happened.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be crazy.
There was a question.
It's going to be crazy.
Someone asked
Where did you go? Oh, you went all the way back?
Well, because I saw that and it went away. So.
Okay.
So Mitch Green asked, any recommendations for good excursions for kids in Cozumel, Costa Maya, or Roatan?
Oh my gosh, Mitch, that's a loaded question. We could be here for the next hour and a half for crying out loud.
So yeah, there are all kinds of things to do for kids. Cozumel, some of the beach clubs are great for kids. If they're young kids, Playa Mia is great. Paradise Beach is great for kids too. That's our favorite beach club.
Yes, as long as we're not there as a group, it's excellent for kids.
Yeah, there's a lot of other things to do in Cozumel. Costa Maya, you can just hang out at the pool right there at the port. They have flamingos there at the port. You can rent a golf cart and drive around, go to the beach. I mean, there's a list of things. Roatan, there's all kinds of tours.
Roatan, just call Real Deal Roatan Tours, and he'll take care of you.
And let him know.
Sloths, monkeys,
for kids.
the whole 9 yards.
All that fun stuff.
That's right.
And if you have any more questions, just email me and I'll send you a whole list of excursions.
Excellent job, Sharon. Excellent job. And remember, if you have a question, hey, write the word question in front of your comment so it doesn't get lost. And we don't want to miss anything that's in the chat. So make sure that you do that, and we'll do the best we can. And if we miss it on the front side, then come back around with it again, and we'll catch it up to a little bit later. Speaking of ports, now we were just talking about the Galveston port and how much we love that, but there's been a change in the largest cruise port in the world, the busiest cruise port in the world, I should say. 2022, Miami cruise port was dethroned. Did you know that for years that was the busiest cruise port with the most passengers? But a special congratulations to Port Canaveral, because in 2022, Port Canaveral took over the title of the busiest cruise port in the year. What was it? Or in the world. When was the last time we cruised out of Port Canaveral?
We went on the Mardi Gras.
So that was a little while ago.
Not that long ago, but
A year ago?
a year,
A little less than a year?
year and September, year and a half.
Year and a half? Okay. All right. So we went out of there, and the port is awesome. The area is awesome. But 4.07 million people cruised out of Port Canaveral versus 3.99 million out of Miami. So tough noogies, Miami. You need to step up your game, because everyone's heading on down to, or up, I should say, to Port Canaveral and checking that place out. And I was trying to figure out what exactly it was about Port Canaveral that brought all the people there. And I realized what it was, Sharon. What did we figure out it was?
Well, the ships that were there.
No. It's Carla McClendon. Carla McClendon did it.
Carla.
It's because Carla McClendon works at Port Canaveral on a regular basis, and she's the one that stepped it up and brought all the people there. So let's get a round of applause, guys, for Carla McClendon. She's in the chat tonight, I think. Excellent job, Carla. You single-handedly made Port Canaveral the #1 busiest cruise port in the world for 2022. So way to go. We're very proud of you, and it's fantastic. Timothy Walters, there's no... he said, I'm here for when the premiere episode of Jimmy's Adventures is coming out. I'm going to work on that a little bit down the road. We'll see. I don't know when that channel is going to come right out. But it's in the works, so I appreciate that, Timothy. And don't worry, we'll get you your royalty check as soon as that thing is out and ready to go, okay?
Wanda said that we should have a jam of, what was it? It went through the chat, but Jam of the Month Club or something like that.
Oh my God, Jam of the Month Club. That'd be fabulous. That'd be fabulous. Daniel Field says, just finish eating the jam before you get to Canada. Yeah, I don't know. It may be illegal to have U.S. jam going through customs in Canada. I don't know. I don't know how it works. Amy Elke says,
you're not be going through customs. I mean, you're not going to be getting off the ship in Canada, taking the jam off.
Amy asked if you'll be bringing any jam on Saturday to the meetup.
Oh, Amy.
And our bribes accepted.
Oh.
I don't know about that. We'll have to see what happens. We'll have to see what happens.
We'll see. I'll see. I would have to make some more.
All right, I got to jump ahead. We're way behind, Sharon. You went way back for that question.
I might surprise you, Amy.
Let's see. I have a topic to get the conversation flowing. You want some advice or tips for the NCL Prima? Jaden Barube is thinking about booking at the end of March. Listen, the Prima, if you are traveling with kids, I don't think the Prima is going to be the ship for you. But if it's just you, or if it's just adults, I think you'll have a good time. You just have to be quick. Some things will sell out and book a little quicker than you like because it's a smaller ship with smaller venues. But ask our good friends from How We Cruise, Julie and Brian out there. I think I saw them in the chat, and they'll tell you the same thing. Prima can be an awesome ship. It's a good time. Big G and Snuggles in the house. What's up, James, Shaza, Pizza King Matthew, and all the SAST team and mates? Says Shaza, make the jam. She makes the jam, guys. So I don't know if we can ship it to New Zealand. There's probably some laws against that, but she makes the jam. So there you have it. Doug Bray, hello. Doug says, good evening from Maple Ridge, British Columbia, Canada. Doug, can you meet us when we go in the Alaska? We're going to come in at about 9 o'clock at night. We're going to be in port till about midnight. So maybe you can hook us up with that. That'd be fantastic. Let's see. It was awesome to check out the new Royal Port in Galveston, smoothest embarkation ever. Said TLC Travel. Very cool.
That's a beautiful port.
Yes, that sounds fabulous. Let's see. What else do we have here? Let me jump in a little bit. I don't want to miss anybody's comments in here. Bruce Cruz, what's up, Ken Brubaker? Nice to see you. Says that one of his friends is selling their house in Galveston. If anyone wants a house for when they cruise out of Galveston. Well, that's a great idea. Can we buy a house in Galveston just for the few times that we cruise there? We can stay there.
Yeah.
That would be fabulous. That would be fabulous. Shirley McGee said, we had a great time on the Celebration Group Cruise. See that? Everyone has a good time. Pam Humbert Zoomian's here. What's up? Seize the Moment is in the house. Gina Bird, Gina and Matt, nice to see you. Richard and Lori Vanden Arend are in the house tonight. And I think, are we going to see you guys on Saturday? I think you made a comment that you were going to be there. If you are, that'd be very cool.
Larry said he looked at the Tremont and it was, I forget for one of his cruises here, but $501 a night.
$501 a night. Wow, boy, especially for a haunted hotel. Cruise Seeker says, Jamie, when are you planning the guys' gangway grog getaway? I don't know when that's going to happen, but it sounds like it needs to happen soon.
Oh my God.
That sounds like a really good time.
Gangway grog.
Kelly Ronaldo says it's going to be the freeze your chisel off, not the freeze your bagak off.
It might be.
That's going to be fabulous. It's going to be fantastic. The chisel is too cool to freeze, says the Bruce Cruz. Listen, I've seen your chisel up close and personal, and I don't want to see that thing frozen. For June, I'll be in Australia. Otherwise, I love Alaska so much. Jan rules. That sounds fabulous.
Nice.
All right, hold on. I'm trying to catch up here in the chat a little bit. Alaska Winter Lido Olympics. Love that idea. Robbie O'Malley, thank you so much. Yes, we came up with it. We've been throwing a few ideas back and forth, us and John from the Ship Show.
We came up with that, I think, right after we announced that group cruise. If for some reason, I don't even remember how we came up with it, but
it just seemed appropriate.
Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah, Julie Emo said Sharon can make some good money with the side, with the Jam of the Month Club. She said she'll be first on the list. Very nice. I appreciate that. Let's see. Who else do we have in here in the chat? Questions. At True on Carnival, you can't take a bottle of wine as a carry-on. Per the website, it still says wine and canned soda are still allowed. Yeah, you can bring a bottle of wine. One per adult, up to 2 per cabin. You can bring a bottle of wine. I don't know about... Is that all you can bring? I mean, I used to be able to bring like a 6-pack of beer, but I think those were the old days, right? Don't look at me like that. You know dang well that you used to be able to bring some beer on there.
I think that's like, isn't it Disney or something that you can actually bring like beer on or bring it back on the ship, I think.
Disney doesn't allow any of that.
Something like that.
They don't allow any fun on
there's
the
something like that. But no, you can't bring beer on Carnival. It's just a bottle of wine per adult.
Yeah, there you go. Crazy Cat Traveler said, yes, Miami needs to work on its hotel situation. Paradj has yet to find a good one, and the last one I booked there was me. Well, listen, for us in Miami, any place close to the my God, I'm drawing a blank.
Stayed at a few places.
Holiday Inn, right across from the marketplace, Bayside Marketplace.
That's great for the location. Last time we stayed at Hilton there, it was a great hotel. It wasn't far from the port. I mean, the hotel was fine. For the girls' cruise, we're staying at the Home and Suites in the Brickell area, and just from looking at that area, looking at online, I think that's going to be a great place. So there are good places in Miami, but you just have to kind of search them out, I guess. I guess it depends on what you're looking for too,
Brian from How We Cruise. Brian says Port Canaveral is a shorter drive from New Jersey. Yeah, it's good to save that 30. How long is the drive? Because didn't we?
From where?
Didn't we drive from? We went from Miami to Orlando, right? Didn't we drive after Symphony of the Seas?
Yeah.
How long was that drive? Was that a couple-hour deal? 2 hour?
Wasn't it like 4 hours?
Or 3? It was a couple of hours, wasn't it? Maybe it's long. Maybe it's longer than I'm remembering, Brian. Maybe I am.
And it rained on us all.
Oh God, that was brutal.
Once again, rain. We bring rain everywhere.
We bring the rain everywhere. It'll probably rain here in. I don't know. It'll either be the most beautiful day ever on Saturday.
It's gonna rain It's gonna rain Saturday, guys. It's gonna rain Saturday.
Well, good thing I asked for a table out on the balcony or on the patio. So that'll be fabulous. That will be fabulous. All right, let's see what else we got going on here in the chat. We're all about the chat tonight, guys.
No one's going to want to hang out with us before long because we bring the rain.
Will G said, I wonder how the increased rocket launching schedule will affect that. Well, I can't see it being bad. I mean, people love to be down there to watch the rockets launch. And if you can be on a ship the same day, on embarkation day when there's a rocket launch, I mean, how cool is that? How cool is that? and the area down there is very cool. Cocoa Beach. Is that what it is? That area right down there.
Yeah.
And one thing we love about Port Canaveral is we've done this a number of times so far. Is that we get into Orlando, we fly in, and then we rent a car.
Yeah.
And there's a number of places, or a couple places you can drop off down there in Cocoa Beach, right there by Port Canaveral, and then get a quick shuttle or an Uber over to the port, and it's a pretty easy deal. So something to consider if you're heading down there. It's a little bit cheaper, and you can get around, and don't have to worry about Ubering every which way. Let's see what else do we have here with the folks. I know we had a few. Is there anything that we're missing? Are we missing anything that we want to talk about so far?
I don't think so.
All right, Douglas Bray is calling out for more thumbs up. That'd be fabulous if we can get a few extra thumbs up. We always appreciate that. Thank you so much for that, Doug, for being the champion of the thumbs up for us. Question: have you tried Virgin Cruises yet from Beverly Juca? Looking at possible cruise this fall sometime. Is Virgin Cruises on our radar, Sharon?
We don't have any plan. We were booked on a Virgin cruise once, but it got canceled during the pandemic. But we have no plans to cruise on Virgin. For whatever reason, it's just not on the top of our list. We have other cruise lines we want to check out and try before Virgin, so we have not been on Virgin yet.
And no plans for Virgin?
No plans for Virgin.
All right, good deal. Apalila, if I'm saying that right, hopefully I am. Question: I have 3 balcony rooms on the Radiance in April. Will my room steward remove all 3 balcony partitions so it can be one huge balcony?
It really depends on where your balcony is located and where the door is going out. So if the doors are, is it right next to each other that you go out to the one next door, they won't remove that one. So out of your 3 cabins, they may remove one of the partitions, and you never know. It really depends on how the doors are set up. So you'd have to know how they're set up, because there's a safety issue with that.
Yeah. So definitely you want to ask your cabin steward on the first day. Mm-hmm. He may have to check and make sure it's cool, and then be able to open it and secure it. And again, it just depends on how the door closes or where the partition goes, because they can't block the door to get in and out of the cabin. Some of them actually do that. Yeah. So fingers crossed.
So it just depends on where the door is located on your balcony.
A greasy spatula. Thank you so much. Hi, Jamie and Sharon. Jamie, I know you've shot footage with a drone before. Have you heard of anything about Carnival not allowing drones anymore? Greasy spatula. Thank you so much for the super chat.
Thank you.
And no, we've heard nothing to that effect. Carnival and Royal currently allow you to bring a drone on the cruise ship. Of course, there are strict rules that you cannot use it on the cruise ship. And if you are, on a rare occasion, if you have one where they confiscate it, for lack of a better term, they will allow you to take it back off of the ship when you get into a port.
I mean, unless you've done something that you should.
Well, yeah, unless you're, if you're like on America's Most Wanted or something, but they should allow you to do that. Now, NCL does have a rule where they don't. One of their rules is that drones can't be brought on the ship. That's all I'm going to tell you, is that's one of their rules, and whether or not you want to risk breaking that rule is your decision. We would never promote breaking rules, would we, Sharon?
We would never.
We would never promote it. Never ever would we promote it. And that's the deal on that. So, but Carnival, no, they don't have a rule about that. Just put it in. I don't know. I guess some people might put it on their checked luggage. I would want to bring it on in a carry-on if I was doing that, because I want to keep it close to the vest. And I think what they're looking for are these big old bulky things where you can't even fold up the arms or the wings or whatever term you want to call it, and these big old monstrosity of a thing, versus your little things that are really no bigger than a big iPhone or a Samsung Android phone or whatever the case is. So
let's see. Douglas Bray says, "Are you coming to Vancouver or Victoria?" We are actually coming to both. We're going to be in Victoria the last day of our cruise in June. Mm-hmm. Just for a few hours on the evening. And we'll be in Vancouver August 4th. We're going to spend the night in Vancouver before we leave on our Holland America cruise, which leaves August 5th.
So there you go. We're hitting all cylinders. We're covering all the bases in Canada, I think is the term that we're looking for. Let's see what else. Let me jump up here a little bit, try to catch up in the chat. I'm not too far behind at this point. B Stain 67's in the house. What's going on, buddy? Good to see you. Good to see you. We'll be sailing out of Galveston in 2 months for the first time, spending 2 days on the island before the cruise leaves from port to take in the resort island. Cruise seekers, you'll have a good time. If you're into, they have the whole seawall area on one side of the island with I don't know, there's lots of restaurants, there's like a boardwalk, kind of arcade boardwalk games, you know, lots of nightlife and stuff like that.
Yeah, there's a lot of things to do around.
Yes, you can definitely, it's definitely like an old time, I don't know, I get the same feeling, like it reminds me when I used to go to like the Jersey Shore during the summer. You know, it's an older city, right? So I mean, you know, some of the hotels, especially on the seawall side, are a little rough around the edges. But I think you can get some good seafood down there, have a good meal, a couple of cocktails, and there's a lot of fun places you can hang out. Daniel Fields will be at the AZ meetup on Saturday. That actually we're very excited about that. That was one thing we're going to touch on. If you're in Arizona, if you're not too far away from us or the Glendale, Arizona area, we will be going here. All right, on Saturday, March 4th, this coming Saturday from 4 to 8, there is a restaurant on the property at Westgate called Salt. It's called Salt Tacos y Tequila. We've been there twice already. We've had good experiences there. They've got delicious drinks, tasty food, and it's a cool, chill place to get together. So we're probably going to get there a little bit before 4. We did make a reservation, or I made a reservation there, so hopefully that goes smoothly. And so I'm hoping a bunch of people can be there about 4. So whatever table area they have for us, we can kind of get in there. I don't know that there'll be sticklers about, well, you must have your entire party here to get a table or something like that. But we'll get there early and let them know what's going on, and hopefully we'll have a grand old time. And I will tell you that we will be hanging out from 4 to 8. I don't anticipate any late night shenanigans. I know that there are places you can go locally. There's a Top Golf across the street. There's a casino across the street. There's all kinds of fun stuff for anybody who's staying or anybody who wants to party a little bit later or all that kind of stuff. But I don't. No matter how hard I try, I will be heading home at about 8 o'clock, give or take a little bit of time. I'm just going to leave it right there. Is that a fair way to explain it, Sharon?
I guess so.
I think it is. All right, let's see. What else do we have going on here in the chat? I'm very excited. We've been, I think, a couple folks we've seen there before, and we always had a good time.
Yeah. Well, we have to drive home.
Yes. Kristen Jones travel. And speaking of driving home, I know that we'll have, I think Callie said she wants to go.
Callie, yeah.
So that'll be cool. Matthew might go. It depends on his work schedule.
Yeah, he doesn't know if he's working yet or
not. So I'm hoping he goes because he could be a designated driver. And that would be very, very cool. Those are the moments you've been waiting for as a parent when your kid can drive you home after you've had a cocktail or two. I'm just saying. Am I right, parents, or am I right? Chris and Joan Travels will be on the Prima. That you'll have a great time on the Prima. Make sure that you run. Don't walk to the what is the name of that place where all the good food is? Why am I drawing a blank on the Prima? The new dining venue in the after the ship.
I thought you were gonna say run to Sid Norman's because of the lines. Well,
you can run to Sid Norman's when there's a show, but what is the name of that? I don't know. I'm blanking out.
Oh, now I forgot.
Yes, it's one of those things that's a new thing, and I just haven't said it enough.
It'll come to me in a minute.
All right, let's see what else. What else do we have? Amy Elke says, and then I'm going to shake my booty off at the Mark Anthony concert. Are you really going to the Mark Anthony concert, Amy?
My gosh.
I know what was going on that night. I was worried about booking that place for Friday or for Saturday and then finding out about that. So that'll be funny. Richard Van Den Aaron will be at Jamie. We will be there a little early. Perfect. If you get there, I don't know what they'll have set up, but I mean, I put the reservation under my name, so there you go. Bruce Cruz says no Jimmy that night. Well, you never know. I mean, you couldn't listen. Just because I leave at a certain time doesn't mean that Jimmy might pop in. You never quite know. Michael's got a question. Do you know if Cabo, Mazatlan, or Puerto Vallarta have golf cart tours, or are you able to rent them?
Like to rent. Let me think.
I've not seen any in Cabo.
I have not seen golf carts.
I've not seen golf carts anywhere out there.
Yeah.
If I'm being honest.
trying to think of the port area and think of just when we've been walking around out, because we've walked in Puerto Vallarta, we walked quite a ways to a resort one day before we were there. And yeah, I don't remember seeing like golf carts on the streets and things.
Yeah, Michael, I'm sorry about that, man. Nothing we can talk specifically about. Maybe they haven't. We've never looked into it, and I don't remember ever seeing golf carts on the roads down there.
I know they all have like ATV type tours and things like that, but yeah, I don't remember golf carts.
Yes. Doug Bray making a comment to Julie. Yeah, if you're going to be getting into Canada, you will want to have a passport. I think it'll be required. And as a matter of fact, if you were on the one of the excursions we're going to do in Canada,
you definitely need a passport for the train, because it does go into Canada. And when you get there, they do ask to see your passport before you turn around and head back.
Yeah. So make sure that you have one. And if you don't have one now, you got time. We just actually sent in to renew our passports because ours were going to get ready to expire in a couple months.
We've been planning to do it for a while, but we had to wait till we had a break and some travel to do it. So we sent ours in a week ago Friday. Yeah, a week ago from last Friday. And was it Thursday or Friday of last week? So it was exactly 1 week. And they cashed the check at the passport place. Already they cashed the check. So I think we'll have it within like probably 2 weeks. We'll have it now.
I hope so.
So
knock on wood.
It's coming back pretty quick.
Knock on wood.
Now I will say we did pay to expedite it just because we weren't sure, and since I had the cruise coming up in April, I didn't want to worry about not having it. I could have went with just my birth certificate, but I always like having my passport. So we paid to expedite them. So yeah, so I think we'll have.
Hopefully in a few weeks we'll be good to go. Yeah. Kelly Ronaldo said, "Wish we could be there, but we get to see our new grandbaby that night." Kelly, you mean you mean you'd rather see your grandbaby than travel from Texas to Arizona for a 4-hour get together at a bar and restaurant? Unbelievable! I thought we were friends.
Well, I'll see Kelly soon.
Yes, you will on the girls' cruise. That's coming up soon too. We're not mentioning a lot about the girls' cruise tonight because we don't want to overdo it.
Well, we talked a lot about last week, I think.
Yeah, I will just say. Let me just say that Sharon had me work. I spent an entire night the other night putting together a playlist for the girls to have at their where's that, the Del Mar Latino Beach Club. The girls have rented the entire place out. I don't know if there's gonna be like 50 of you there or something. It's gonna be unbelievable. I'm a little bit jealous because it's gonna be such a party. And ladies, trust me when I tell you that there will be the perfect tunes playing. So far, I've got about 75 songs downloaded and ready to go. I'll have a few more, and
I'm gonna have to go through them all. And just make sure you didn't add anything that we don't want, Jamie.
Just trust me.
You didn't add something that you
Nancy,
but we don't really
Nancy,
want.
let me know, please. Nancy, you're out there right now, the co-host for the Big Girls Cruise. Sharon and Nancy putting it all together. Nancy, let me know. Do you trust me to handle the music for y'all? Just
as
maybe
you're
make a comment
putting the songs together, I was telling them the songs that everyone had mentioned in the Facebook group they wanted and things, and then you came up with a bunch of other songs too, and some were good, but others were like kind of not so good.
Listen, what middle-aged woman doesn't want to rock out to some Ozzy Osbourne? Come on. Brian, thank you from How We Cruise, the Indulged Food Hall. I knew I could count on you, buddy.
Right. I just told them that whatever's on there, it better have all the songs that the girls requested, and not a playlist of Jamie's requests.
That's right. DJ Jimmy coming at you live from Cozumel. Jamie Wilhite, we are sorry that you cannot make the AZ meetup, but we'll do it again. We'll get it going again.
We will. We'll have it.
Brian Mullen says, I agree, Jamie. Edison turned 16 in a couple months, and we already have plans for it to be chauffeured around. Brian, hold on. Edison was on the cruise, right? Was Edison the dude who was hanging out with Matthew and Callie on the cruise? I think that's who it was, if I remember the name correctly. So that's cool to hear. Brian, thanks for being here. And I hope Edison gets his license soon so he can drive you around with a good buzz. Let's see. Oh, Wendy, the Johnstones aren't going to make it. They don't have a critter. Bring the dogs. It's only going to be 4 hours. I mean, you could probably tie them up. There's some treat signs outside of the place. Yeah, you just tie them up out there. Maybe put a bag, just like a pooper scooper next to them, and everything will be fine. Everything will be fine. Amy Elke is going to the big show. Oh, okay. So they'll be watching the clock. They'll be like, I got to get inside for Mark Anthony. Maybe he'll have J-Lo. Oh no, they're not together anymore. Never mind. My bad. I'm not up to speed on all that kind of stuff.
She's remarried now.
Yes, she is. Jesse Abrego says, are Royal Caribbean cruisers able to taxi to Mahogany Bay? We haven't been to Honduras with Carnival since 2017 and have a chance to go this summer, but through Royal. I don't think you're going to get into Mahogany Bay, because in order to come into the port, like an outside car or vehicle won't really necessarily be able to come into the port, and you would have to show a ship card to get into the port. So maybe you could walk. Like if you're walking, you could walk over into the port. Now, hold on. He's talking about if you get on Car, if you come into if you come in on Cox and Hole, can you get into Mahogany Bay? I don't know that I've never heard of anyone doing it. I would venture to say no, because it'd be a lot to go through to get there, only to be turned away.
Yeah, if the taxi might not be able to get in, because when the taxis go back through the gates, they do have to show, like every time we have to show our ship cards to get back through. Yeah. That we're going back to the Carnival ship. So probably not. But if you could walk, I don't know, that'd be a pretty long walk, but you could walk through those gates, most likely, because people do walk in and out of those gates without showing ID, but probably not taxi. No.
Big G and Snuggle to James, don't make it sound like a really hard job. You loved it. Can't do enough for our good woman. Yeah, I mean, I enjoyed it, but there's gonna be a good mix of songs. I mean, let's just say that thing you might be rocking out to some Billy Idol and then go right into the wobble. Then you might get into some Fleetwood Mac. Then you bring it back out with some 80s rock. I mean, it's going to all be in there. It's going to be a great put together there. Will Child says, I am here. Will, we're glad to see you here. Thanks so much for joining us. We appreciate it. Let's see. What else do we have? B-Satan67. Bill Satan said, Michelle missed out on the girls' cruise stuff you talked about last week. We're working on adopting another cat. Aww. A little kitty for the
Well, she'll have to watch the replay. But you know what?
Perfect.
We are... well, I think Nancy's going to set it up, but we are going to have like a Zoom call the week, maybe the weekend, I think the weekend. We'll post it in the group, but I think it's the weekend before.
Good call. I love the Zoom call.
The group cruise, so that we can kind of chat with all the ladies and make sure everyone knows what's going on. And
are you going to chat with all the ladies, or are you going to chat with all the single ladies? Maybe I think we got that in the playlist too. Sorry. Couldn't help myself there. Julie Amos says, Sharon, check the playlist before you go. Just saying, it depends on if Jamie or Jimmy's making the playlist. Listen, the music is the same from Jamie and Jimmy, girl. Don't you even worry about that. Don't you worry about that. DJ Jimmy, mostly a combination of easy listening and some country western. Brian, that is as wrong as it gets. I will tell you, my friend. As wrong as it. There's going to be some good stuff. You know what? I even just remember, guys, I do own the rights to the Slippin' Digits catalog. You may be familiar with John from the Ship Show, his band Slippin' Digits.
There was
might even slip one of those tunes in there just to throw you guys a curveball, see if anybody notices.
There were a couple requests for that.
Yeah, there were. I'm still a maybe for the girls' cruise. The airfare went way down, but the cruise went way up. I'm watching it.
Yeah, the cruise.
Tess, you better get it together.
Hey,
you better get it
I
up.
had a couple people just book it this last week.
Yeah, it's in high demand.
And it's funny because when they inquired about it like the week before, and then when they actually booked it, the price went up like over $100. Yeah, it happens. There's not that many cabins left, so it's going up.
Leo, thank you so much. Leo says, please smash the like button. He doesn't want to get upset. It looks like I'm seeing about 270 people, 140 likes. Do me a favor, guys. Come on. Can we get, I mean, just listen, I'm not going to be the guy that asks too much for likes, but I mean, can we crack 200 on the likes with 270 people here? If you're on your phone, just close out the chat, hit the thumbs up button, then open the chat back up again. You won't skip a beat, and it'll make Sharon very happy. And if you don't want to do it for me, your good friend Jimmy, please do it for this face. Do it for her. Sharon, make one of these pop. Please make a please face to the people. The Ellingers are in the house. I think we're going to be seeing them, and that'll be fabulous. I wonder if Doug's going to bring his guitar. Maybe he'll do a little jam for us. Larry, our dear friend Larry Bum, Beauty and the Bum Travels. Larry has got some of the most fun videos under 1 minute that are out there on YouTube. So please make sure you go over there and check them out and say hi. Good to see you, brother. Can't wait to see you again soon. And you know what I'm talking about. And we'll just leave it right there. Rick is not going, though. He's my designated driver. Hold on, so is Rick going to drop you off at the concert? Like, what's happening there? How is that working? Rick's coming to the meetup, right? Or is he just going to drop you at the meetup and then pick you up after the concert? I need the details, Amy. I'm totally confused right now. I'm totally confused right now. Let's see. What else do we have? Let me jump ahead here a little bit. Let me try to catch up a little bit. Somebody mentioned the icon. Why not just the entire Rumors album, Jamie, said Robbie O'Malley. Robbie, that's a great recommendation.
Now, I would be okay with that. I don't know about the other ladies, but I would be okay with that. I love Fleetwood Mac. That's my all-time
Robbie, I'm worried. I'm worried that
I can listen to them 24 hours a day.
These ladies are going to want to party, and if all of a sudden Christine McVie or whoever comes on and goes, "You can be my Silver Springs," that might just slow things down a little bit. You know, so you gotta watch that kind of stuff. You know, you gotta watch it. You assume it'll go over well, but also you might need the Sid Norman band there to play live. That would be fabulous.
Oh my gosh,
that would be fabulous. Robbie, when we saw the Sid Norman band on the Breakaway, and they were good. They were good. Don't get me wrong. But when the gal who plays Stevie Nicks came out and she had dark hair.
She had red hair.
Well, she had dark hair with some red highlights in it.
Yeah, it wasn't like red hair like we'd. And
I was
say red hair like
yes.
kind of natural orangey red hair. It was like dyed like.
I was alarmed.
Red.
I was thrown back. I was like,
so
excuse me.
It did not look like.
Do they not have some blonde dye here on the ship that we can't get a blonde Stevie Nicks here on stage?
No, she's not. You're thinking of Christine McVie with the blonde.
They both are blonde.
Well,
they're both blonde.
Well, Stevie Nicks isn't completely blonde.
Stevie Nicks is pretty darn blonde, is what I'm saying. Anyway, let me just tell you this: the Stevie Nicks definitely doesn't have black hair with red highlights. No. I'm gonna just leave it there. But
I will say the band on the
Prima band was
way better.
Still our number one out of the three that we've seen so far.
Yeah.
So they're all great. They're all great. But if you see all of them, then you're able to pick out one favorite. I'm just saying. Robbie, I bet you Robbie agrees too. He's only seen the show about 25 times, so he would know. Let's see. Yep, Zoom call on the Saturday before the girls' cruise. There you go.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yes, Nancy said. And Leanne, if you're out there, Leanne, how's the hamstring? Are you feeling better? Are you back on the skateboard? Well, give us an update, will you, in the chat? The people want to know. Our poor girl, Leanne. You know, I don't know what it is with Team SAST here. They always seem to get injured on cruise ships. Nancy had an ice skating accident, which is the craziest thing to say, on a cruise ship at one point. And now Leanne had an incident on Coco Cay, and she may or may not have torn a hamstring. I hope I'm not giving out too much information, but I feel like you're okay with that. So, probably way too soon, but is there any update to a Facebook group for the Panorama?
There'll
be one.
Yeah. So actually, there is. So I decided, since everyone that was at last year's New Year's Eve cruise is going on this year's New Year's Eve cruise, and then a lot of other people as well, I think we're going to keep the same Facebook group and then just update.
Very good call.
Like pull out the old events and just things and update it. So sometime in the next week or two, I'll send the link out to everyone that is not in it already.
There you go.
So you can join.
Great question. Jamie, did you include some nice waltzes in the mix? Bill, I didn't put a waltz, but there may be a polka or two. I think no one likes a polka better than Nautical Nurse Nancy. So we're going to throw in a couple polkas and we'll be good there. Tammy said, hi, Sharon and Jamie from Newfoundland. It's minus 20 with the wind chill.
Oh
my God. Listen, whatever happens, please don't invite us over for the holidays. We can't make it. I'm just saying. I'm sorry.
That is cold, Tammy.
The ship show said that band was musical geniuses. Oh, Slippin' Digits. Yeah, I heard the singer and the drummer had a meeting to talk about getting the band back together. Was Jamie stealing Tony's cruise hands there? I think he's throwing shade for losing the air hockey tournament. Dude, you've seen the video, right? I mean, I don't want to have to pull the video out next week just to prove that I actually won it. And it was only because of a weird glitch in the timing mechanism of the air hockey table that my victory turned into a tie. I mean, we're talking about milliseconds of a second. I bet you if there was an instant replay we could go to, I would have been declared a winner. It's that simple. It's that simple. Girls Just Want to Have Fun would be a must song. Oh, yeah, that song might be in there once or twice.
That'll be on there probably more than once. Maybe at the beginning, maybe in the middle, and maybe at the end.
Douglas Bray, we did see it. Great new video from the cruise world. Mark McClure and Stephanie put out a great video called Vlog. It's a take on Madonna's Vogue. And I think that's it, right? Vogue, yeah. And they did a great job. I really liked that it was all in black and white. And I thought that was a very cool effect. So make sure you go check that out. There's tons and tons of videos coming out from that Vlogger Extravaganza cruise. There's almost too many. There's almost too many videos coming out, if I'm being completely honest. I mean, there are hundreds of them out there now, and it just makes my head spin. Every time I turn around, I'm seeing, and sometimes I look and there's we'll be on someone's, there's like a thumbnail, and it'll show all of us from the cruise, and we are the thumbnail. Like, we're on the thumbnail. And part of me is like, that is so cool. That's an honor. And the other part of me is like, that's a little weird. I hope, do I look okay there? I'm not looking like, did I suck in my belly on that picture? Or how do I look there? So far, though, we're doing good with it.
Yeah.
So, yes, that was great, Doug.
But, I don't know. The Facebook group, there's not as much activity. There's people posting videos in it, but other than that, there's really not that much activity going on in it.
I know. Well, a lot of people. I feel bad because people now the whole Vlogger Extravaganza group is just turned into a place where people are just dropping all their videos. I've mentioned it before. I don't think people are getting a lot of love on there. Remember, guys, as you're trying to grow your channel, you got to go out organically and find someplace new and a new audience to see your stuff. That's the only way you're going to grow that channel and get those true. Legitimate, real subscribers to start following you and engaging with your channel and stuff like that. So that's the best way to do it. Tesselmont said, throw some pole dancing worthy songs in there, Jamie. Oh, there's plenty of those. There are plenty of those. Wanda will be happy with the Slip and Digits music. You're right, Amy. She definitely will be. Kidder, what's going on, Kidder? How are you doing? If I have a casino offer through a cruise line, can I still book with Sharon at Sea? Yeah, she can handle all the, and she can, if there's a cruise to be booked, she can do it, no matter the method.
Yeah, I book casino offers all the time.
Yes.
Especially Carnival. Carnival is, gosh, they're starting to slow down, but Carnival's was putting out a lot of casino offers there for a while.
Yes. Bonnie B Vacations here. What's going on, Bonnie B? Are we going to see you this weekend? I think you mentioned that we might be seeing you. That'll be great. Charles Holland is in the house. Hello. Oh my gosh. Is my boy Tommy Casabona out there from Always Be Booked Cruise and Travel? He's got his YouTube channel. He's got his podcast going on. The guy is hot fire. I had the pleasure of finally meeting him. And actually, I don't know if many people know this, but Tommy and I, we at one point we were yelling at the people at Oceans on that cruise ship. It was about 2:30 in the morning, late in the cruise. It was one of those nights where I didn't have to get to bed early, and we wanted food. We were ready to eat. We had had a few cocktails. We moseyed on over, and we're like, "Yeah, can we get a table for a few of us?" And they turned to us and said, "Yeah, no, the kitchen's closed." I said, "Excuse me? The kitchen's not closed. It's 24 hours." "No, the kitchen's closed." And then Tommy and I said, "You have a sign right here that says, the list 5 food items, and it says available 24 hours. And they said, "I'm sorry, sir, the kitchen's closed." Another sign of being short-staffed, I assume. But we battled for a few minutes there. We were not going to go down without fighting. And we put up a valiant effort.
I thought you said they had a few options, just not everything.
No. They had nothing. And then when they closed the kitchen, they put like 6 trays of like some cookies and some cakes and just some crap out there. There might have been like a...
I would have taken the cookies and cake.
I don't know. There was like a cucumber sandwich. I mean, you would have taken that's what you eat for dinner is cookies and cake.
I do not.
So so we shared a moment there. It was very special. And of course, let's see. I mentioned my boy Larry, Beauty and the Bum Travels, is out there in the chat. Let me catch up a little bit here. Yes, the vlog parody was good, right? Charles Hahn said that. Ravishing Rick Rude's in the house. Hello there, SAS and Jamie, the Anvil Nineheart. Long time. Hope you guys have been well. We've been good. Thank you so much, Ravishing Rick Rude. Listen, call me Jimmy the Superfly Snuka, if you will. Jimmy Superfly Snuka. You know what I'm talking about. A little old wrestling humor there.
Oh, there's what's that? Brian
Kozak said, "Hi, Sharon. Going on my first cruise in June to Portland. Hold on a second. You're cruising to Portland?
No, Portland. That's on the New England, Canada.
Oh, okay. So I'm taking a cruise to Portland, Oregon. It's gonna be a dang good time. So excited. Silly question, but are we allowed to? Oh my! For crying out loud, Brian, that's ridiculous. But yes, you are allowed to do that. Look at this question. He had me halfway in, and I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. Yes, that's gonna be your own personal decision, you smart ass. See, you smart Alec. Unbelievable.
Oh my god.
Somebody keep an eye on this guy. Let's see. What else? People commenting on Mark's video, how good it was. Yes, it was fabulous. Arcade and Travel Adventures said, please get arcade video from the cruise ships. Okay, well, you know what? We have a lot of arcade stuff from when Matthew was younger, because we would go in there when we made vlogs. But now that he's older, we don't do that so much. But we'll get back to doing it.
We add it to usually add it to the ship tours, the arcade. But we didn't do a ship tour on the last cruise.
Let's see.
Well, sometimes we'll do little video. We'll do videos, things of the kids clubs, and even the arcade sometimes is included in that. We don't always post it on the YouTube channel. Sometimes we'll just make a video and we post it in a group we have called Cruising Carnival with Kids, if it's a carnival ship, because I don't know. A lot of people they don't seem to be interested in it when we put it on the YouTube channel when it's just kid related. But that's a group where it's all about kids. So, but I don't know.
Brandolin94 says, question, when is the Icon of the Seas group cruise again? Hold on, let me see if I can tell you.
It's March 9th of 2024, and
all
it's
right,
selling out pretty quickly.
Boom, there it is. March 9th, 2024, 7-day cruise, St. Thomas, St. Martin, perfect day at Coco Cay. That's a very solid lineup. Mm-hmm. Those ports are good. In St. Thomas, are we going to go to over to St. John's? Trunk Bay Beach again? Maybe? Yeah. Maybe. Email sharonatsea@gmail.com. That's right, sharonatsea@gmail.com.
Right now, that cruise.
For your information to book that cruise.
Close to being sold out, but also it's very, very pricey. Even for a guaranteed interior, it is for two people. I don't know. I want to say like $3,000 or something. It's crazy high.
It's out of control.
Since we started the group and announced the group, the cabins have literally doubled in price. That's how much they've gone up. That's
right. I hope you got in there early, because now you're going to pay to get on that Icon of the Seas.
Yeah,
everybody wants to get on that thing.
I don't have any more at the group rate, so I have to book them outside of the group and pull them into the group. So, unfortunately, yeah, it's really pricey.
And speaking of promoting group cruises and stuff, by the way, if you need to get your shirt, go to shop sharonatsea at myspreadshop.com. Shop sharonatsea.myspreadshop.com, and you can get your shirts, your hashtag cruise day. You can get your off the chisel, and of course you can get your. Hang on a second.
Oh.
You can get your I Like It Dirty shirt too, if you want one of those. And some of the girls are starting to get their Girls Just Want to Have Fun shirts. I hope those came out okay. You got yours, right? It came out okay.
Yeah.
The logo is not as bright. The bright image, like as you see on the girl on the left here, it really pops those colors. On the shirt, I don't know if it really comes out the same. The actual
image that we have, like that we posted on Facebook and things like that, it looks kind of glittery, but then on the fabric, it's not. It looks a little duller.
Yes, it doesn't do it justice, but it's pretty good and it gets the point across. So I think everything will be okay. So there you go, Brandylin 94. There you have it. Let's see. Bonneview Vacation said, yes, I'll be there. May have some adult kids in tow, maybe a grandbaby. Bring them all. It's an all ages event, okay? It's an all ages event. Always be booked. Tommy Casabona says, we were nice about it, demanding but polite. Yes, and Tommy again. I hope I wasn't out of line with my tuna casserole comment there. It just seemed appropriate, and I knew you were a fun guy, and I don't know. It's just it was probably the most buzz I'd been the whole cruise at that point, because I barely had any cocktails until that last day, and next thing I knew we're doing martinis outside of the Shaker Bar, and it just escalated from there. Yeah, Jamie and Tommy were ready to throw down. Yeah, we make a formidable a duo, because he's so tall, much taller than I thought. He gets that all the time. Let's see, what else do we have here? Let me jump ahead a little bit. Daniel Field said this a ship show just now. That should have happened an hour ago. Hold on. What is he talking about? What did I miss? Oh, I need a bourbon, John said. Come on, dude. Like, you don't already have one? Can't visit tonight, but stop by to put a thumbs up. Thank you so much, Arlene Maxwell Copeland. We appreciate that. Lovely to see you. Lovely to see you. Crazy Cat Traveler said they realized there haven't been many trolls lately, and they were worried you ladies might be out of practice. Yeah, everyone. Yeah, we haven't had a lot of trolls lately.
No.
Well, I've learned a few things about adjusting the settings for the chat, and plus you can set it up so that people have to be subscribed for a minute. So, you know. I love the shirt, Jamie, said Nancy. Can't wait to wear them on the girls' cruise. I'm glad, Nancy, thanks. I'm glad that you like it.
Yeah, I'm excited that
like
mine came pretty quickly. I have my shirt ahead of time, and after the whole shirt debacle on the Voyages cruise, I'm glad we.
Tommy Casabona says Jamie, let it go. Casserola for life. Let's see. Sharon, I'm still waiting on my shirt from the old company. They said 2 weeks. Said Jamie will. Oh, for God's sakes.
Oh my God.
For God's sakes.
I know we canceled our order on that one, and they said they canceled our order. I didn't see it charged anywhere on a card, and I haven't got it, so hopefully it got canceled.
Daniel says he's surprised the link for the shop isn't in the info below. Daniel, I think below all of our videos now, I think we got rid of the Teespring link, and it should be the Spread Shop link for shirts in the videos. So maybe it doesn't show up during the live stream, and maybe I'm not smart enough. Hang on a second.
Maybe it'll show up for the replay. I know it shows up under the other videos, the regular videos, like not the live ones, but the other ones.
I don't know what I'm doing here. Let me hang on. Let me take a look and see. You know what you guys might need? You might need your own adjustable apron. Here we go.
Oh my gosh.
Here we go. Whoa, hold on a second. Hang on. I just jumped. Whoa, I just got a little crazy.
Okay.
I just got a little crazy. I don't know if this showed up or not. I'm not sure if I did it right, or I might have just closed out the entire live stream. I'm not sure. So just let me know if you see anything. I don't see anything new in there, so maybe it didn't show up. Let me see. You know, it gets confusing because in our chat, we've said it before, and I'll say it again till the day that I die, but in our chat, there's so many of you guys talking to each other because you know each other out there, that it's hard to find a comment that's either meant for us or just like a general question versus just you guys chatting back and forth. And we love that, but it's also very challenging. Carly McClendon said that she and Brenda ordered their girls. I just want to have fun shirts today. Very good. You should get them in time.
Oh yeah, you should.
Joe Sacato, lovely to see you. Just dropped by to say hello. He gives us a thumbs up. We'll see you on the Icon March 2024. Yeah. Alaska shirts yet, Sharon? Or are we still a bit early? Julie, just a bit early.
Yeah, they're John. He's in here somewhere, I think. I think he's working on the logo.
Yes. Right
now, and so hopefully it'll be done soon, and then it'll get posted into the group. But
yeah, I'm sure John's doing a great job. Oh my God, Bruce Cruz says I'm selling the I Am the Chisel Speedo, or I might use it as a car cover. Haven't decided yet.
Oh my God.
Well, I don't know what kind of car you got. I think that thing would be a perfect cover for like one of those trikes, like the motorcycle with two wheels on the back. Because there's a thin part. Never mind. If you can envision it.
Oh, there we go. The ship show there.
John's designing it right now.
Designing it right now.
John, people are clamoring for the shirt, so please make
he's
sure.
He's multitasking right now. He's working on the logo and watching the live show.
Brian from Howie Cruz says, Bruce Cruz, raffle it off for charity. Yes, that'd be an honor. You know, maybe we can team up and you can raffle it here at the Sharon at Sea channel. And we can donate the money to charity or something like that. That's fabulous. Oh, geez. We can use the money for the kids. It's always good to use the money for the kids. Question for Icon. Since dining is popular, is it better to book separate restaurant reservation versus buying the ultimate dining package and having to wait to book them on the ship?
I think it depends on how many nights you plan to eat in there, you know, in the specialty restaurants.
Yes.
How you go.
Listen, booking ahead of time is always going to be better to make sure you get what you want.
Well, I mean, I'm thinking about.
But I don't know how it'll work online.
I mean, I'm thinking if you want to save money or whatever. If you plan to eat at a lot of specialty restaurants, purchasing the ultimate dining package is going to save you money.
Mm-hmm.
So, but if you're concerned, if it's a big deal to you and you're concerned that you're not going to get into one of those restaurants, I mean, maybe it means more to you to go ahead and book it separately.
Yes. True Texan Girl J, what's going on? She says, on Carnival Alchemy Bar, what's the drink with the blue cheese olive? I keep getting told I have to try it. Well, that would probably be a dirty martini. Now, you can have a martini with gin or vodka. I always go vodka. I'm not a fan of the gin. And if they have them at the time, the blue cheese stuffed olives are delicious. They add a special flavor. Yes, the dog is down there moving lights around.
I saw the light up there going like this.
So that's the way to go. So make sure that you I'd like a dirty Grey Goose martini, and ask if they got some blue cheese stuffed olives to put in there, and that'd be fantastic.
Tess said, yes, you need to order the Alaska shirts early to avoid possible issues. Well, right. Tess, I think it's going to be a different company. I don't think it's going to be Teespring, so you should be good.
Yes, hopefully. Knock on wood. Question: 3 adults and 1 child. Your opinion to have 1 or 2 cabins? From MJ Grandsdad. Grandzard.
Well, first I would say it depends on what type of cabin you're going to be in, and then also when you say 3 adults, who's that? Is it like a couple and then just another adult, or is it like an adult child, or that kind of plays a part in maybe whether you want to share a cabin or not. Sure, 2 cabins are always going to be more roomy. Maybe having a connecting cabin, 2 connecting cabins where you can leave the door open if you want or close it. That's a good option too.
And one other factor.
1 cabin is going to be the cheapest though overall. If you're looking for the cheapest, 1 cabin is going to be. One
thing to think about, if there's one person in your party that's an adult that will drink substantially more than the others and wants to get the drink package, and the other 2 may not be interested in the drink package, then put that child in the room, or put that adult in the room with the child.
Yeah.
And then they will just have the one thing there.
Yeah.
Oh, look, we do have some. Oh, we got some trolls tonight. Look at that. Great job, Leanne and Nancy. Finally.
There was someone.
Gosh, finally we can put that bonus into effect for you guys. Let's see. Ghost, Limpy, Shinobi. Oh, look at these guys. Congratulations. Finally, I've missed the losers. It's good to have them here. Mix it up a little bit, kind of gets things excited.
I missed the comments, though. We didn't get to see.
I didn't see the comments, so please, ladies, remember, please screenshot them and then block them, because I love to see offensive comments whenever I can. Any V-neck shirts in the future? Said Kathy Curry. Yeah, Kathy, we got V-necks available on there right now, if I'm not mistaken, in the styles and things like that.
The women's V-neck, yeah.
Yep. They ought to be on there, and if you have trouble, send an email to sharonatsea@gmail.com, and we will double check and make sure there's something in there for you to get hooked up with. Question: is there a safe place to have a taco in Ensenada? Well, having the taco is perfectly safe.
Well, no, if you go to a regular sort of restaurant,
just you want to make sure that later you have a safe place to get rid of that taco.
Like there's a couple restaurants you can eat out there, like was it Papa's and Beer? There's another one kind of like that that's a sort of more like a restaurant. Those I would say you're probably safe eating a taco. But street tacos, no. I don't think there's any safe place. You never know what's going to happen when you eat a street taco.
Tommy from Always Be Book Cruise and Travel said, if you guys ever want to do another Westgate meetup, I have places out there for you that'll hook you up. McFadden's. I know McFadden's is like right across the way from Salt. And McFadden's and Lola are open, and Sugar Factory's coming soon. Mm-hmm. Well, listen, are you going to come out there and hang out? And then you can give us a call. We'll meet you out there. We'll have a little party. Yeah,
there's a whole big thing going on up over there. The water park, the resorts.
Oh, God, that's going to be amazing.
Yeah.
True Texan Girl said, I got my boys their own interior cabin right across from our balcony room. I can't share a room with 3 guys. Mm-hmm. I understand that. I can understand that completely. Let's see. At least double our pay. We love you. That's funny. Crazy, we need a raise. Wait, you haven't had to hammer and nail somebody in about a month, for crying out loud. Let's see. What else do we have there? Sharon, I'm sure it'll be fine, but you know me. Everything early as possible. Cruise, can Shaza claim CCL shares onboard credit? Yeah, when we're on Carnival, we do have our Carnival shares, 100 shares of stock, so we can get a little hookup. That's for sure. We've had so many trolls tonight. Nancy, it's probably just one person or maybe two people. It could be one or two people. So you never know. It's probably somebody from the Tattle website.
Oh,
But we'll talk about that another week. We've been. I want to.
Oh yeah.
I want to talk about that.
If anyone wants like some hot, juicy, like I don't know, it's not really gossip. It's more like soap opera-y, just like what would you call it?
It's
like,
a bunch of losers talking smack,
like,
being jealous of the cruising community.
Oh, I know. Like the magazines that talk about people, you know, kind of bash them and say different things. Well, they have websites that do that about vloggers.
Yeah.
So, there's like the Gossip Bakery was the first one, I think, that we noticed. And there's one called Tattle, I think now.
Tattle Life.
Yeah, and some
like
of the same people that make the comments on the first one, they kind of stopped making comments on there, and they've moved over to the other one now because one person in particular, I won't say his name.
So let's out that person next week.
Maybe we will. He actually was making some horrible comments on Gossip Bakery. He moved over to Tattle under another name.
Yes.
And you know, people kind of, I don't know. It's just you can figure people out, you know, sometimes just by the comments they make. And
listen, misery loves company, and these people are miserable in their company over there.
Yeah, so it's kind of funny, but that I will say that one person, he is someone in the. I'll say it. He's someone in the cruising community, and he is. I've seen him make comments on other people's videos.
He gets out there sometimes.
I think he's been blocked.
He's not here.
A few people's groups and things. I know he's not in ours anymore, but I do see him in some other channels.
Wow, Sharon, you are opening the door.
Horrible person. I'm just going to say that.
Yes.
I hope I never run into him.
I hope we do. Get fired up, girl. Get fired up. Okay.
Maybe we'll expose him next
Wendy
week.
Johnson says, "Man, I missed the trolls. Do you mean you missed them like you didn't see them, or you missed them like they weren't here and you missed them and you grabbed to see them back?" Let's see. Yep. Well, there you go, Sharon. Boy, we just opened that can of worms, huh, Sharon?
I'll probably have a million emails. Who is he?
El Patio in Ensenada, said Wendy. See, that could be a good place. I'm going to trust her. She's got good taste. Her and Roger. Let's see.
Yeah, I think that's like a restaurant, isn't it? Kind of like Papa's and Beer, like more like a restaurant.
John said it's a bunch of grown adults talking smack under fake names. A few actors if they are friends in real life.
Oh, Bruce Cruz says, I'm getting on there.
Spill the tea, said Nick Seabright. Kelly Renala, yes, it's almost like TMZ. We want the dirt.
Yeah, that's what it's like, but it's and these websites have, I mean, it's about vloggers, but there are other kind of groups of people they talk about, but there's like a whole little section for like cruise vloggers.
That's right. Tess Almond, thank you so much for the super chat. Tess says for the moderator payroll funds.
Aw.
Tess, you're a sweetheart.
Thank you, Tess.
Tina Warren, the best, cheapest way to get to Galveston Cruiseport from Houston Airport. There's no cheap way, honey. You depending on how many people, just get an Uber. Really, just get an Uber. And
if you have more than 2 people, an Uber is the way to go. If it's 1 or 2 people, Galveston shuttle's not a bad. That I think it's like 30. Well, it used to be like $37. I don't know if it's gone up.
Figure $40 a person, give or take.
The cruise ships transportation, their shuttles about that price as well.
Yeah.
But when you have more than 2 people, an Uber's the best way to go.
And if we're getting in early, like a day before, we're actually going about halfway between Houston and Galveston and getting a hotel, and then just taking the rest of the ride in if we're not staying at one of our hotels if we like.
We only did that once, Jamie.
We've done that twice, have we not?
No, just once.
Are you sure? We did Buc-ee's. We did all that.
Just once, I think.
I think we did it twice. We've been in that Hampton.
But also, if you can fly into Houston Hobby, it will be cheaper to get to the port because it's closer. It's about halfway from the other airport.
There you go.
The other airport.
There you go. You know you've made it when the trolls attack you. That's right, Brian. Thank you so much, buddy. I appreciate that. Brian, and you and Julie have made it too, so I'm going to bring a few trolls to your live stream next week so we can check you out. Go make sure you check out How We Cruise, their live stream every Sunday evening. I think it's like 9 Eastern, 7 Central, 6 Pacific, or 7 Mountain. I don't know. Just look for him and go subscribe over there. Thank you so much.
Daniel Phil says gossip on sites are a waste of time. Yeah, they are. I mean, it's funny. One night we spent some time just because we had just kind of found them, and so we spent one night just reading through them all, and it was kind of funny because you start reading and you're just like, oh my god.
And then you come and you're like, oh my god, this one's about us. Yeah, that's awesome.
Like,
look what they said about you, Sharon. Look what they said about me. Yeah, that one guy we're talking about is brutal. He says some horrible things about me. Horrible things about both of us.
And the thing is, the person, I mean, he's like,
stop. Just stop. Let it go. Watch what you say. Watch what you say. Watch what you say.
I won't.
Don't open the door.
Yeah.
We're going to get some juicy tea. Doo-dah. We're going to get some juicy tea. Oh, doo-dah day.
I'm drinking Red Bull tonight and not wine because if I was drinking wine, then I'd probably spill it.
We keep it real and try to stay positive. Tell them, Jamie, said Nancy. Oh, Nancy, you're too sweet. You got to go out there and kick somebody's ass. Nancy says, I have no gumption to read any of the gossip that drags any of our community down.
I think when I read some of it, I think I got more mad, not something that was said about us. I got really upset at a few comments made towards other people.
Some of our friends.
Some
of our friends in the community.
Are our friends, yeah.
That's right. That is right. So maybe we'll talk more about it. Maybe we'll make a special show. We'll read some of the comments about us. Do you want to do that next week? You guys want us to do that next week? We'll read some comments. We'll have some fun. Sharon, you guys planning on going on the Carnival Jubilee? Ashley Ratliff, hello.
We are. We're not. Well, we were booked and it got canceled, but we're planning to book it again here before long. Just not sure if it's going to be in late 2024 or early 2025. But
early 2025.
But that's when we'll be going on.
Jubilee would probably be a great ship for a group cruise.
It would be, but I've been wanting to go out of Galveston again. I just like Galveston because there's so many friendly people there that go out of that port. It's just a fun port.
Sharon starts getting into detail and Jamie bleeps her for 2 minutes straight. You know why, Crazy Cat? Because look, Sharon has an image, a sweet, lovely woman. She has to maintain that image. She can't go off the rails when she wants to. I have to rein her in. Me, on the other hand, I don't have it. My image is tarnished, and I can say anything and get. So I'm going to take the heat for us when the time comes. Sharon doesn't have to. She's too nice. How can anyone talk bad about North America's travel agent? Thank you, Blind Cruisers.
I am nice, but if someone says bad things about friends, then hey.
Open the floodgates, Sharon. Bring on SAST rants. Total exposed live stream next week. I'm ready. Robbie, I had no idea you were so into the dirt. All right, well, if that's what Robbie wants, that's what Robbie's going to get. Shaz, I haven't heard the doorbell ring lately, or Boswell alerting us if there's any fashion delivery. What's up with that?
You know what? We don't have any deliveries today. We didn't have any today, but we had one yesterday, and we have 2 coming tomorrow.
So there you go.
And one on Wednesday.
I asked Sharon, please stop planning it so that the dogs go bat poop crazy. Let's see. Daniel Phil says, oh wait, hopefully they didn't comment about me. I don't know if there was anything. I'm sure that they wanted to comment about you, Daniel, but I don't know if I saw anything about you in particular. Like mean tweets on the Late Show. Yeah, it's similar to that, only these are really mean.
Oh, yeah.
If you guys don't like them, they must be bad. That's right, Wendy, because we do like everybody.
They're like, you're like, oh my gosh. That's how bad they are. How can someone even say that?
Nancy said we could laugh at the Chip Minsters, and then she said, oops, is that too mean? Oh, Nancy. You're so sweet. Nancy's too sweet. We gotta get her. We gotta get her fired up. 2025 Jubilee Group Cruise rumor. Is that Crazy Cat Traveler? You never know. Just booked the horseback riding tour with Real Deal. Any tips for that tour? Yes.
Just have fun. It's we enjoyed it. Now the one I know on his website, I think it takes you down to the beach. I don't know if you booked when you booked.
You could do the beach. You could do you could mix it up.
We actually asked to do the one that kind of took us up in the hills off and not do the beach, just because we didn't really. We always see people riding the horses through the water, and it looks really cool and fun. But we just wanted to kind of do something different, so we kind of went up. But they took us up a hill, and we were kind of close to the edge where you could we were scared the horse was gonna go over the edge and we were gonna fall. But it was a lot of fun. Just have fun. I mean. Let's see. Gina Bird says #Sharant.
There's a few people. Listen, there were a few people. The one thing about when going on a group cruise with us is when there's not 900 people on the group cruise, we have time to sit around, have a few drinks, and start to open up and share and stuff like that. So there's a few people that probably know a little more about what we're talking about than others. There's some people in the know in the what do they call it on Meet the Falkers? It's the inner circle.
Oh.
There's a few people in an inner circle, and they may be a little bit in the loop on some things. So yeah, but Tina, I think you'll have a great time. But I just get ready to. If you've never been on a horse before, just
don't get scared.
Lean back when you're going down and lean forward when you're going up.
Yeah,
that's all I can tell you.
Kind of like when you're riding an ATV, you gotta. Yeah, just what
you gotta lean. Kevin Rootbaker said,
"Don't act scared. You're gonna be fine."
Yeah, the horses will sense it.
Yeah.
I have had to literally keep Julie from climbing over me to get to someone that was putting me down. Sharon, I can see it's the same way.
Yeah.
Well, Sharon, if they put me down, Sharon doesn't really care. It's like if they put her friends down, that's.
Well, no, like if something's said about me or whatever, I'm like, whatever. I don't let it bother me, and I just move on, and I don't like whatever. I just forget it and move on. Don't waste my time. But if someone says something about someone I know or a friend or something, then that gets me more angry, I guess.
There you go. And I see Carla. There's Carla right there. Carla must have taken a break from making the Port Canaveral the #1 busiest cruise port in the world. So thank you, Carla, for taking a break from taking care of all those 4.01 million people and coming here and hang out with us a little bit. Oh, wow. Now we need to find that site so I can get blocked from them. I love when that happens. It means my job is done and the goals are met. Heidi, that sounds good, but listen, don't go into your real name. Let's all get assumed names and we'll go in there. The circle of trust. Yes, exactly. Exactly. Let's see. Julie Amos says, I could go with the Jubilee 2025. All right, Julie. Well, we'll keep that in mind. Julie has blessed that particular thing. Beth Ellinger said the inner circle. The Ellingers know a few things, don't they? Inner circle. Now I feel left out. Well, Crazy Cat's out. Listen, you just, don't feel left out. Believe me, you've been around a long time. You would definitely be someone that'd be in the inner circle. You're not alone, Crazy Cat Traveler. Well, Lindy Lou, you got to come on some group cruises for crying out loud. We only get to hang out with you in Vegas once, like 3 years ago. Speaking of Vegas, John and I got to start working on the Vegas get together for this year. Is that happening?
I don't know because we're going to be. We haven't booked a cruise for fall yet. I don't know if we're going to or not. I want to, but we have a couple trips to Minnesota this fall. And so
I still have some pretty good Vegas comps.
I don't know. I don't know where and when
I might want to take advantage of. I got some good Vegas comps. That's all I'm saying. All right, listen, Sharon, it's 8:20. I know you have some work to do. I know that I have to get to bed because my bedtime is 8:30.
I do have a few people to get back to, which I'll get back to later or first thing in the morning. But,
excellent.
Actually, the work tonight is we have to book our airfare tonight for our Europe cruise. Because the seats are going fast on the few flights I've been watching. And if we don't book them soon, we're not going to be sitting together on that long flight.
Okay.
I'll be sitting with the kids.
You don't want to sit next to a stranger?
You'll be sitting with the strangers.
There you go. Matt Bird's in the house under his own name. What is up, Matt? Can't wait to see you soon. Let's see. Lindy Liz said, well, you can come take care of Mom, Jamie. Thank you for the invitation. I will consider that. Just stop by to say hi. What's up, Jumbo, the bodybuilder? Let's see. Jumbo said, what's up? Highly doubt you remember me, but I met you one night when I was a little tipsy. So you were tipsy or I was tipsy? Because if I was tipsy, then who knows? That could have been almost any night.
Said when he was a little tipsy.
Oh, well, hey, that's cool. Thank you for dropping by. We always appreciate that. Bruce Cruz says, is this like the no Zoom calls? I don't know what you're talking about. There's no proof that there ever was a hashtag no Zoom call or a secret group called the hashtag no Zoom group. So I don't know anything about that. And that's all I can say about that. Thank you very much. I'm sworn to secrecy about nothing that I know about. Nancy Fields in the house. What is going on, Nancy? Come on, Nancy. We need you to feel better. You need to be ready to party on Saturday.
I'm looking forward to seeing you this weekend.
Yeah, so Nancy says she's going to be ready to party. Halloween on the NTL Bliss. Wendy, okay, well, I don't know about that, but I don't think that'll happen. But we'll work something out. We'll get something going on. I need a group birthday cruise, said Tess Almond. Richard Zollner says he usually sits at the kids' table. All right, well, thanks for letting us know that. We appreciate it. Let's see. I dated a girl named Tipsy. She really fell for me. Oh, my God. Bruise Cruise. That's horrible. That is horrible. Sharon, have we covered all the bases tonight? Is it time we wrap things up and let these people get back to their normal lives?
I think so.
We thank you all very much for joining us tonight. We had plenty of people here, even though we didn't have any hot gossip or stories to say. But maybe next week, that thumbnail, we'll put out a little bit of a thumbnail. It'll say, like, you know, I can't believe what these people said about us or something like that. And that'll bring people in to watch, won't it? People love those kind of things. They love those kind of thumbnails. It brings the masses in. And we'll go ahead and do that. So once again, guys, remember, if you need to book any cruises, please contact Sharon, sharonatsea@gmail.com, sharonatsea@gmail.com. If you recently booked a cruise and then you said, I wish I would have booked it with Sharon, that's okay. She may be able to transfer it to her name, monitor the booking, and handle it for you, so you never have to think about it again until it's time to get packed and get on the cruise ship. Is that right, Sharon?
Yeah.
All right, good. So just email her if you have a question about that.
If you just recently booked it, that is. Yeah.
That's right. So look for the Spread Shop link to buy a Sharon at Sea swag. We'll try to get some more of that stuff going on soon. And for you ladies on the group cruise with Sharon, you got your shirts. Those things are available as well. And you can get those at the same place, right? At the Spread Shop.
Yeah.
Spread Shop link. That's right. So you can do all that. And guys, thanks for joining us. It's been a great Monday as usual. And until next time, from all of us here at Sharon at Sea, myself, Sharon, Matthew, Callie, Boswell, Lucy, and of course, thank you so much, Leanne and Nancy, the ladies that are they sacrifice their time away from their families every Monday night for such a long time just to be here, part of our family, and we love you and we appreciate it greatly. And until next time,
we'll see you next week.
We will see you next week.
Happy cruising, see you on the gangway, and all that good stuff.
Yes, and any other, and off the chisel, and I like it dirty, and hashtag cruise day. And that's it. All right, Sharon, let's get out of here. Let's put up this little picture. We'll play some fun music. I think you're going to love this song. And this song might be slid into the jams, too, for Cozumel if you're on the girls' cruise. So check it out.
Good night, everyone.